Today, let's immerse ourselves in the ancient pages of the Bible to discover the accounts of the darkest and most controversial characters who ever walked the earth. These individuals, marked by their actions and choices, have left a legacy that resonates through the centuries, challenging us to reflect on the complexity of the human condition and the ramifications of our decisions. Sixth, we highlight Herod the Great, a powerful figure who ruled Judea with an iron hand in the 1st century BC. Although he is known for his impressive architectural achievements, such as the expansion of the Temple of Jerusalem, their cruelty and paranoia are equally notorious. Herod learned of the prophecy about the birth of a new king of the Jews and, fearing for his own reign, ordered the slaughter of the innocents, resulting in the death of countless innocent children in and around Bethlehem. This act of terror inflicted on helpless families echoes as a grim reminder of what rampant power is capable of. Fifth, we find the Pharaoh of Exodus, whose obstinacy and cruelty made him a formidable antagonist in the narrative of the deliverance of the Israelites from slavery in Egypt. Despite divine warnings and plagues sent as signs, Pharaoh persisted in his refusal to deliver the people of Israel until the 10th plague, the death of the firstborn, forced him to yield. His stubbornness cost the lives of many Egyptians and brought devastation to his own nation. Fourth, Nebuchadnezzar, the great ruler of Babylon, whose reign is marked by the brutal conquest of Jerusalem and the forced exile of the Jewish people. Their invasion resulted in the destruction of the Temple of Solomon and the exile of the Jews to Babylon, where they faced decades of suffering and privation. Nebuchadnezzar's arrogance reached its peak when he erected a golden statue and ordered everyone to prostrate before it, a direct affront to the exclusive worship of the God of Israel. The refusal of 3 young Jews to obey led them to the fiery furnace, where they were miraculously protected by God, thus witnessing to divine power in the face of human arrogance. Third, we have the tragic King Saul, the first monarch of Israel chosen by God. Saul initially showed courage and leadership in defending Israel against their enemies, but his reckless choices and disobedience to divine instructions led to his downfall. Directly challenging God's orders, Saul offered a sacrifice without proper authorization and spared the enemy king Agag, thus disobeying the clear instructions to completely destroy the Amalekites. His jealousy and paranoia toward David led him into a downward spiral of despair and consultation of forbidden practices, culminating in his tragic death in the battle against the Philistines. Secondly, Judas Iscariot, one of the 12 apostles of Jesus, stands out, whose betrayal of his master is one of the most distressing stories in the New Testament. Judas, motivated by greed and ambition, gave Jesus to the religious authorities in exchange for 30 pieces of silver, triggering a chain of events that would culminate in the crucifixion of Jesus. Consumed by remorse and guilt, Judas tried to return the money, but was rejected by the authorities and eventually ended up taking his own life, becoming a dark symbol of betrayal and late repentance. First, there arises Satan himself, the archenemy of God and humanity, whose rebellion against the Creator led him to his downfall and his mission to sow chaos and destruction in the world. The figure of Satan personifies absolute evil, his influence extending throughout human history, tempting the hearts of men down the centuries. As we explore these dark and complex stories, we are confronted with the depth of the human condition and the eternal battle between good and evil. Each character reminds us of the crucial choices that shape our lives and the transformative power of redemption and repentance. May these ancient narratives inspire us to seek light even in the deepest darkness, and may we find hope and renewal amid adversity.